The biggest lie in Roblox right now is that the Brainrot era is still alive. People keep acting like Grow Garden and Steal a Brainrot still matter. They don't. Their lazy style of game is collapsing hard. The same games that pulled 3 million players are now lucky to hit 200,000. And this isn't some slow decline like you might think. It's about to be a total wipeout. Because one game, Rell Seas, is on the horizon, and it's going to change everything. Not because it's complicated or revolutionary, but because it's bringing one feature no one's talking about. By the end of this video, you'll know the 3 secrets Rell Seas uses to destroy the Brainrot genre, and what's coming next for Roblox real soon. It all just started 6 months ago when we saw something huge in Roblox. A game that suddenly went from 20k to 20 million concurrent players in just a matter of days. It was one of the biggest gaming come-ups ever. But the game was just AFK gardening. You guessed it, I'm talking about Grow Garden. It ruined Roblox in my opinion. Not because it was bad, but because it multiplied the problem. Suddenly, we saw tons of copycats, Steal a Brainrot, Plants vs Brainrots, 99 Nights, all feeding off the same lazy idea, and all hitting 10 to 20 million players during their big weekly events very easily. It truly felt like Roblox was turning into a giant cash grab farm. But fast forward to today, I really hope these games will fall off, and they have, kinda. The games that once easily averaged 3 million players 24/7 are now somewhat struggling. Grow Garden now averages 200k players. Its max is barely 400k. Even Steal a Brainrot is constantly at 700k max, sometimes dropping to even 500k. This is the biggest and quickest player drop we have ever seen on Roblox. Look at this. At its peak, Grow Garden had 100 times more players than it does right now. It means over 90% of its loyal player base has left the game completely. The game is already well into its downfall. And no, the reason is not school or summer ending. Look at 99 Nights. It actually gained players when school started. The truth is simple. The concept is overused. The loop is old. And people are finished being played. Finally, the Brainrot's fall is the biggest chance we have to actually save Roblox. Because I don't know about you, but there's been quite literally nothing good to play in a very long time. This is why games like Rell Seas are so glazed by people, and I don't even glaze Rell Seas that much, y'all are just tripping. So let's go over the 3 secret features Rell Seas has. They give it the power to destroy this Brainrot genre completely, this time without glazing. Now before I continue, just know this is not 100% confirmed, it's like building theories off of theories. So it might not be for real, but it's very possible this actually ends up in the game. The first secret is that Rell Seas is bringing real risk back to Roblox RPGs. Most games let you die a million times with no punishment, like Blox Fruits, but there's also some that wipe your character on every corner, every chance the game gets. But overall, both are annoying. Rell Seas on the other hand will be different, according to this comment on my last video. As a tester myself, I can say that in a way, it is hardcore. For example, if you get swallowed by a sea beast or die to a person, that's a full wipe. But it's only if a marine captures you that you can then be arrested and impaled down. We gotta up that grammar, gang. Rell Seas will be hardcore in key spots. Imagine this specific scenario. You just spend 5 hours grinding the best item drops, but then a sea beast swallows your ship. That could mean a character wipe of some sort, not just losing a few items, but losing hours of leveling most likely. That risk makes every fight and every trip across the sea actually matter. If you're running a raid on another crew, you better be absolutely careful, because you might lose everything. Speaking of crews, join my crew. I want to build the biggest and strongest Rell Seas crew. When Rell Seas releases, we want to take days off of school and jobs. This risking consequence of Rell Seas is the perfect weapon against Brainrot. Brainrot is mentally deficient. That's the only word I can say without getting demonetized. You don't really do anything other than AFK. Rell Seas demands that you actually pay attention at the game's world building. The second secret has to do with the Rell Seas world. I'm not talking about the massive map this time. I'm talking about day and night cycle and weather. Rell Seas has a global 2-hour day and night cycle where things actually change. We know minks get buffs during the night, like in the anime, but think about this. A wanted pirate could finally sneak into a town at night because the local marine guards might be gone at the time. This adds new opportunities for roleplay and world building, but it's kind of just a theory and very random. The weather also changes the game entirely. A big storm and rain won't just look cool. It could very well create whirlpools, huge waves, and tip your ship. This is a game that's actually gonna feel real, unlike blocky Benny Beers or Brainrot Tycoons that we're all tired of. The final and maybe the most interesting secret is buster calls. The concept of a buster call isn't just a fun idea. If it turns out to be true in the game, it would honestly be one of the most powerful things. I'm not even gonna lie. Picture this specific scenario. You and your crew are fighting for control of a powerful island when a high rank marine player decides to call it in. The sky darkens and suddenly 20 navy ships appear on the horizon, targeting your specific location. This wouldn't be a simple boss fight, it would be a server event that forces many players to either fight back or flee. Now, I know this might be more of a theory, but it could very much be in the game, because we know there's gonna be marine rankings, and in the anime, the higher the ranking, the more things you can do. Like if you're a normal soldier, you might not be able to arrest pirates, but if you're like a sergeant, you probably can. And if you're an admiral, you might be able to make a buster call. Who knows? Now, you understand the potential Rell Seas could be bringing. Real stakes, immersive worlds, and marine power. Now, even though Rell Seas might not actually have all those features word for word, this is still exactly why the lazy games are collapsing. Once people see a promise of a game that respects their time and their skill, they will immediately get angry at the soulless, cash grab games and stop playing them. The Brainrot collapse is actually what we need right now. Even I play slop games on Roblox from time to time, but this loop just gets so boring so quickly. Like, you're not gonna see me logging into Plants vs Brainrots after I played Steal a Brainrot for so long. The fact is, Rell Seas is the highest quality game we're sure is coming soon, but it is not the only one. This quality shift is hopefully soon gonna be the new normal on Roblox. Here are some upcoming Roblox games other than Rell Seas, so you don't call me the D1 Glazer. Holy War X is there too. It's probably the only upcoming game on par with Rell Seas that we know for sure is gonna have high quality. It's got a crazy map, it's got really good combat, the features only unique to Holy War X because it's a 7 Sins game. However, the reason why it's my second favorite upcoming game is because we kinda get even less news on the game than Rell Seas. And for Rell Seas, we don't even know when Rell Seas Movie 3 comes out, which is supposed to tell us the final date for the release of the game. That's why people think the game isn't likely to release this year. But honestly, it's not so bad if we're not getting the Movie 3 yet, because they said they'll only make Movie 3 when the game is nearly finished and already playable for release, so that they can tell us the final release date without delaying the game, like last time. But Holy War X is there too. It's just that it takes half a year for any news on the game. Realistically, I still think it's a W game. There's gonna be many other games, but they're a little sketchy when it comes to them releasing and their quality, especially when it comes to progression, because most games got very boring progressions. We will get Project Series 2 soon. Wait, maybe not that soon. It's delayed for next year summer, but we get Hinokami beyond then. The truth is though, all of this is not an accident. Every quality developer will soon see the collapse of Brainrot games and will not be making the same Steal a Brainrot game for the 500th time, hopefully. The future of Roblox hopefully won't be about cash grabbing, like it's been for the past 2 years. Of course, there will always be successful cash grabs, but we at least gotta get something playable. Please, like at least 5 games, because currently we got 0. There's absolutely nothing for me to play. The only game I'm playing right now is this game that I should probably not say the name of. I'm not even trying to glaze Rell Seas, but there's quite literally nothing on Roblox right now. Like, there's no games coming out. All we have is this Brainrot that I don't think anyone is playing anymore, except these 5-year-old iPad kids. Thankfully, Grow Garden is falling off, because I was saying that game would fall off like 5 months ago, and thank God, because that game was awful, I'm not even gonna lie. That is probably the worst Brainrot game on Roblox, possibly even worse than Steal a Brainrot. Now, some of you, actually most of you will not agree, but Steal a Brainrot is actually kind of fun compared to Grow Garden. Anyways, tell me in the comments what you think about these games on Roblox. Do you actually play any of these Brainrot games still? And do you think Rell Seas will actually save Roblox? But more important than that, like and subscribe, join my Discord, and see you all in the next one.